Hello guys, this is Nathaniel Clay from Just Press Play, and today I want to elaborate on some tech news. The channel's never really done any tech news, but I noticed that we have an "and more" at the end of our banner on our channel, and the bottom quote of our title or like that. So I actually want to elaborate on Microsoft. If you're a Windows 10 fan, I recommend clicking out right now because this video is going to be sort of a rant or sort of my personal opinion against what is happening at this current moment. So Microsoft's being sued. They're being sued by 3 people in Illinois. They, as it states in the Register article, 3 people in Illinois have filed a lawsuit against Microsoft claiming that its Windows 10 update destroyed their data and damaged their computers. Alright, see, I have to agree with this a lot because as a Windows 10 user, I had a rough launch coming into adopting Windows 10 on any of my hardware. First comes first serve. I'm going to actually go back in time a little bit. I'm going to go off topic for a slight bit. When I had my Toshiba satellite laptop, the laptop had like a 1.8 gigahertz CPU in it and like only half the RAM of probably a gaming computer or normal consumer computer that costs over $500, $600. So it ran Windows 10. It ran it. The system requirements Microsoft has made makes it look like Windows 10 can run on a potato, and that's something I definitely can't deny. It can run on a potato quite fine to an extent. Personally, why I say to an extent is because if you think about it, some computers just can't handle it. And I don't know if Microsoft notices that, maybe because they're testing this on way more high-end computers, or I don't know how good the testing is on older machines, but I agree and disagree with this lawsuit. At the same time, I think that with better control and better monitoring, they could have known how to get out of the Windows 10 update, because Windows 10 does actually respond to this. So Microsoft actually says that they don't really care much about the lawsuit, and this is an updated section of the article where in quotes it says, "The Windows 10 free upgrade program was a choice designed to help people take advantage of the most secure and most productive Windows." Wow, there's Microsoft. It's good you're still making security updates for Windows 7 because Windows 10 has a lot of privacy issues. That is known by a lot of outlets. A lot of people online even said like, hey, you have some shit you have to disable to get it on a structured piracy level when you first, because privacy on Windows 10 is kind of it's dodgy. It's kind of all over. I agree with that slightly. So they go on to say this in their next quote: "Customers had the option to not upgrade to Windows 10. If a customer who upgraded during the 1-year program needed help with an upgrade experience, we had numerous options including free customer support and 31 days to roll back to the old operating system. We believe the plaintiff's claims are without merit." Now let me explain something to you, Microsoft. Not everyone's gonna know how to fucking do that. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Not many people know how to opt back or stop it from updating or something like that. So you need to remember one thing. There are small businesses that are, using Windows. Some okay, my bad with that. Some don't have the tech inside or the tech knowledge to know how to do this stuff sometimes. And you could say like, oh man, but it's a business. Businesses should have ITs, and yeah, not everyone can afford that shit. Like some people just get fucking computers and slap them inside their offices or inside their spaces and just use whatever Microsoft application or Word or whatever, Photoshop, whatever they need to use for their small business or their big business or their large business or or whoever this was. And I don't think the article really states if it was a business or not, but for any consumer that is not as tech savvy or knows how to work Windows 10, I think it's really fine to not force updates on the Microsoft. I understand what you were trying to go for, but at the same time I think this was just not the right way to go for it with opting out Windows 10 to users worldwide. Because while I agree with the statistics that Windows 10 is used by a large amount of PCs now, I think those are forced updates. I seriously do. I don't think any of the users would actually want or even care that Windows 10 is being installed on their computer. They probably just want something that fucking works. Maybe it does work for some people. That's why I agree with Microsoft at the same time. There's ways to opt out of this, but going on, the article actually gives something very interesting that I did not know happened. It talks about last June of last year. Here, where this, where JustPressPlayYT takes place, California, a woman actually won 10,000 grand, like $10,000, pure 10,000. That's awesome, off of Windows 10 disabled on her PC. So it was deployed without. So Microsoft had to get they've been bashed heavily over Windows 10's automatic upgrades, and I don't know if maybe they'll learn a lesson from this, you know, not to force your product on consumers. But overall, yeah, Microsoft, you could have most definitely outed Windows 10 in a better way, was more consumer friendly, and that's all I really have to say in this video. I'll just, you know, this is the first time I'm doing much of a tech news video on the channel. We are starting to do somewhat daily uploads. It might be daily, it might not, but so far it's daily now on this channel. And I thank everyone for watching, whatever users. I still thank the small amount of subscribers for staying subscribed to our channel. That really helps us a lot, and I recommend that if anyone new is watching this video to go ahead and subscribe. It would help out a lot. And this is Nathaniel Clay from JustPressPlay, logging off.